Assalamu alaikum. Okay, this one is for the chosen one. This one is for the believers who want to understand how to have victory over the narcissist. When we are experiencing attacks upon our lives, when we understand where they are coming from, when we are understanding the attacks that have come from generational curses, the attacks that are coming from the dysfunctional families, the attacks that are coming from our community, those people who have raged against us at work, then we have an understanding that we can have victory over these people because we know who they are. And in many times, I have been getting, different kinds of messages of asking me how to unalive the narcissist. Well, that comes in due time. You cannot, focus on trying to harm someone, because when you dig one ditch, you better dig two. What you should focus on is cleansing yourself, and that negative energy that has been sent to you has to be returned to sender. So when we're asking for victory in any kind of situation, we are asking for God to remove the negative energy that they have sent to us. You never want to, end a situation. You never want to end a situation and you have dark matter, black matter attached to you, sent from the person. Because in many cases, that dark matter has nowhere to go. It's going to stay with you. As long as the person is, a practitioner or a spiritual narcissist, and they are sending out those frequencies, then you can definitely be cleansed. And that negative energy has an address. It has a home to go to. So that is the victory that we have to, embellish in. That is the victory that we have to understand. When we're having, when we're having victory over our situations, when we're not, trying to send out a negative frequency to match the spiritual narcissist or the dysfunctional family that have sent you negative energy. When you are having victory over these types of people and situations, then you have to understand that you're purifying your body, you're purifying your mind. You have to go one by one, because you do not know how many attacks they have sent upon you. I have cleansed people, for an entire, 2 years, where they kept being around the narcissist, the spiritual narcissist in their church, the spiritual narcissist. They would go to family gatherings with the person, and it took them years, to clean out their stomach, to clean off of the poison that had been sent to their feet, the poison that had been sent to their minds, the psychic attacks. So when we are, having victory, and we are visually able to see these persons in real time, when we're able to see these persons in real time, that negative energy go back and return. These people become frantic around you, trying to stop those higher spirits that they have sent out, spewed out of their mouths at you. They have spewed at your body. They are trying to control your children. They are trying to control your finances. They are trying to control the blessings that God has given to you as gifts. When you are seeing them running around frantic, trying to stop the attacks from returning to them, then you don't have to worry about trying to unalive the narcissist. That will happen in its own due time. That will happen in its own due time. I cannot say that enough. Once you have completed your mission of purifying your body, moving away from the negative energy, purifying the attacks on your feet, purifying the attacks on your health, cleaning out the negative energy that they've sent to your stomach, that they've fed you, cleaning out the evil eye that they've sent to you, cleaning out the evil negative energy that they've sent to your finances. You have a lot of work to do, chosen. This is for the chosen. You have a lot of work to do in order to separate yourself from these narcissists, from these people, so you do not have those feelings and urges in order to match energy with those people, because God has given you the dominance over the situation. You just have to be able to purify your mind, body, and soul. You have to be able to purify the situation where that person no longer wants you. They're going to discard you because they know that you are awakened. It's like, playing the casino, the Vixino, playing the casino. And every time you pull the lever, you got a winning ticket. So these are the ways that we understand that you do not match energy. You do not throw real for real with the narcissist. You cleanse the negative energy, and it's either one or two things that's going to happen in the situation. Either you are going to discard the narcissist, and they do not want that to happen because it breaks their ego. It breaks them in half for you to discard the narcissist. You cannot understand how many people I have talked to who are, in peril, in a horrible situation, because the chosen ones have discarded the narcissist. But it's only one or two things that's going to happen, or the narcissist is going to discard you. And then they are going to leave those attachments, those energy attachments, those soul ties, those soul bonds connected to you. And it will have to be cleansed. And this goes for each and every person that has created those types of cross conditions with you. Each and every person that you have been with intimately. It has to be cleansed. So being able to purify those types of negative attacks upon you, that type of manipulation that they have tried to send out to you over years, all your life, to trick you into believing that you're supposed to be low vibrational. You're supposed to serve them. You're supposed to, be enslaved to them, under them. They're supposed to control your children, your finances, and they're supposed to issue you what God would have you to have of your own gifts. So we want to make sure that we are seeing what we are seeing. That these people do not want to be seen. They do not want you to use your own gifts. And they do not want you to grow. And this is what we have an understanding. This is how we identify those people when we want victory in a situation. This is how we identify them. We identify them by what the Holy Word say that they have characteristics of. Snakes, they are in the dark, in the shadows. Those people who are gang stalking you. Those people coming by just to see if you're still doing bad. And you have identified your attacker. You have identified the person that has been sending the black matter to your life. And if you have identified these people, you have the victory, and you can cleanse that negative energy, starting right now today. Or you can separate from those people, and they will fall into the trap that they had planned for you. So I hope that you received this message. Please like, share, and subscribe to me over all of my platforms. I'm High Oracle, Reiki Spiritual Healer. Assalamu alaikum.